sleepy, Milo. Hi. You're so sleepy. You have sloppy paws. You're hanging off the bed. Oh, hi, sleepy baby. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Look at you have a funny ear. Your ear is funny. It's so cute. I love you. I love you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Enjoy your nap. Goodbye. Hi, this is Jenna with Brown Dog Craft Company, and today I'm making a Halloween card using the recently released Pretty Pink Posh Halloween Mug Editions die set. This is the mummy stencil I have here, and it's on my waffle flower grip mat. So the grip mat is holding down a piece of gray cardstock. I think this is Simon Says Stamp Fog. And I'm using some Hero Arts Unicorn White Pigment ink and a blending tool to put the ink onto the stencil here, or onto the cardstock here. So the stencil has some fine detail there on the inside, so that's why I'm not using a traditional blending motion and sort of instead sort of like pouncing on that white ink there. Just because the inside pieces are a little delicate. So there is the mummy background. I'm going to set this aside to dry for just a couple minutes. That white ink is going to stay wet for a little bit, and I'll get my grip mat out of the way. So I'll just clean that off with some stamp cleaner. It'll clean up real nicely. So here's the mug cut out of black, and I've got some of the bubbles for the cauldron. We're going to turn this into a cauldron. So I've got some of the bubbles with some purple. I think that's Sugar Plum, Lawn Fawn, and I'm not sure which green that is. I'm trying to think where I pulled that from. That might be like Parakeet Party from Stampin' Up, but I'm not sure. So here I'm going to put together the witch hat. There's this cute little brim and then a buckle. So the buckle is from Simon Says Stamp Gold cardstock. I'll zoom in a little bit here. So I'll put the buckle on, really cute. And then I've got a couple of ghosts from vellum. I've got this broomstick in craft colored cardstock and brown cardstock, and then here's gold for the little top of the broom there. Okay, we'll glue those together and then we'll start making the cauldron. So I cut it from green and purple. I wasn't sure which one I was gonna like better, so I did the green. Just went with my gut and picked the green. So I'll get the green like ooze going right there, and then I'll glue the bubbles, like the witch's brew is what I was thinking, onto the top there. Okay, and then I'm going to take my white gel pen and add some highlights to the mug. It was too much darkness, so I thought it needed some highlights there. So we'll add those, and then I thought the bubbles needed something too. So I'm going to go and just do some little white dots on the bubbles, and even on the ooze that's oozing out of the cauldron. That looks so cute. Okay, so here I have a Boo die from Pretty Pink Posh, which I think is from last year's Halloween release. So I cut it out twice from black cardstock, and I'm just going to stack them on top of each other. So this will give the Boo a little bit of dimension. There we go. And I want to tuck a ghost in here. But I added a little purple bubble and it's in the way. So I'm going to peel that off. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue behind the ghost. Normally putting glue behind vellum isn't a great idea, but I did it and I think it looks all right. So here I'm laying out the elements of the card. I'm going to pop everything up with foam. I know I'm out of frame a bit here. Sorry, I will come back in frame shortly. So I'm going to pop everything up on the card with foam. And we'll get the mug down first. That's sort of the die cut that takes center stage, and then I'll add this cute little broom. Now I'm not worrying about putting anything behind the top of the broomstick. It's really thin, and I'm going to put that little shelf on top of it. So here I'm gluing. I'm so sorry it's out of frame. I think I forgot I was zoomed in. So I'm going to glue this little spider I'm gluing onto the broom, and then I'm going to start adding all these bubbles. So the die cuts out all these cute little bubbles. So I will add them in purple and green with foam tape on the top there, and then even some down on the mug with some glue. And then I'll add some smaller ones with glue around the mug. And I think that's really cute. So I'll use all the green and all the purple and get those on there. Yeah, add some down here. And then I'm going to add white detail to all of those too, so they match the bubbles in the cauldron or the mug, whatever it's called. And here we go. Now I'm in frame so you can see the spider there. Add a little highlight on him too. And then I will add some foam to the shelf and add that up on the top left. And then that's where we're going to add the witch's hat and then that second little ghost. So he's going to sort of be peeking out from behind the shelf. And this is where I'm going to hold the top of the broom down with the shelf there. So 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'll add some foam to the top of the witch's hat and get that glued down or attached. And then I'll add some white highlights to the hat too. I think that hat is so cute. And then I'll add a little bit of glue to the bottom or the side of the ghost there where he'll be hidden by the hat. Okay, now I have the Boo sentiment and a couple sentiments from the new sentiment strip Halloween stamp set. So here I have Hocus Pocus. I'm going to stamp it in some VersaFine directly onto the card there, and then I'll glue I'll glue the Boo on top of that. Cute. Cute, cute. I'm also going to stamp next to the little spider. I'll stamp Eek. And then I stamped Brewing Up Some Halloween Fun onto some of that green cardstock. And then I die cut it with the stitched rectangle from the new Sentiments strips dies from Pretty Pink Posh. So we'll pop that up on some foam also. And I think I'll add that to the mug right in the center there. Okay, and then I've got these little clay confettis from Pretty Pink Posh, and they're black and white, and they're little ghosts and little stars and hearts, and they're really super cute. They'd be fun for a shaker. So you could totally make this into a shaker and add those in there. So I'm going to pull some ghosts out and some hearts and stars and get those glued onto the card there. And then I love these little black hearts. They're so cute. So I'm going to add a little black heart on the sentiment strip that's green there. And last but not least, I will put this on a top folding A2 card base, and I'm going to add glossy accents to all the bubbles on all the cauldron. So I'll go around here and add a generous layer to everything, and when this dries, it dries clear and raised, so it goes on sort of like milky white, but when it dries it has just the coolest texture, and in person in particular it just looks really cool. So I'm going to add that on everything except the cauldron the like brew in the cauldron itself, but I'll add it on everything else. And then also on the boo. So that makes it look like glossy cardstock, like glossy raised cardstock. And it just takes maybe like 10 minutes to dry. So just don't get your arm in it or don't touch it or put anything on top of it until it's dry. So this card came together really quick. I think it's really cute and fun, and I can't wait for Halloween this year. It'll be here before we know it. So thanks for stopping by today. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. I hope to see you again soon. Have a good day. Bye.